green trousers, Ridley Road Market, mushroom t-shirt, TK Maxx shirt. I think I nicked it off my dad. Earrings, I got these a decade ago on Etsy. This is Lay of the Land, my gardening vlog and general catch-up time. It's the 5th of May, 2022. I'm going to show you what's been happening in my garden. It's been a busy April. Let's go. We will start, as we often do, in the front of the house by the deck. These daffodils are nearly done now. These was a late crop of daffodils and they looked absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very happy to tell you, I have finally put some bloody effort into this bed. Oh, by the way, this is a pot of oregano that for some reason was hiding in the bushes, but it's here now. We have tulips coming out. I did full no dig on this, scraped off the weeds, put down newspaper, put on leaves, put on chicken muck, put on compost. Got tulips coming through. I got these geranium things. I got whatever this is. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But these are cosmos that I've grown from seed. And they're coming through now. They're coming up really nicely. I didn't know they would be so wispy. I thought they would make more of like a bush. So my advice now when planting cosmos is to make sure that they're in a big chunk and then you can have a cloud of them. This is, oh my God, I keep forgetting the name of this, like a Bellia or a Belma. But I got that discounted at B&Q. They were having a plant sale. This osteospermum we bought last year. I'm so glad to see that back. And I also got some discount marguerites, there and there, and sweet peas. So this is shaping up to be a really beautiful border. And then my mum came in and did loads of work weeding around here. She's just been taking this all back. The plum tree, as always, a fixture of this end of the garden. But look at this. You know what these are? These are plums. Plums are happening, people. I don't know how many are going to survive to plumhood, but they're there. They are happening. I've been experimenting more with doing things in containers. Oh my God, a squirrel has been digging in this. Look, that is dig damage from a squirrel. Okay, in this one we have sweet peas, we have a dahlia, we have a sunflower. So the sweet peas are going to climb up this beautiful natural trellis, make that all gorgeous. Got our pelargonium here that survived the winter in the greenhouse. And because the weather's been pretty good lately, the guinea pigs have been out on the lawn. So they mow the lawn for us in little patches in the shape of their tractor. It's very cute and it's good for them as well to eat lots of grass. In this side border, things are going along as usual, but coming up to our black elder, this is going to be flowering soon. Look, it's just starting. There's a single little star coming out on that cluster of flowers. Beautiful black elder. I love this one. The camellia's glory is starting to fade a little bit, but that's to be expected in May. And then something that's new, I installed stepping stones because we have the washing line here, you can see across here, and I'm always going into the greenhouse. The lawn was getting worn down and it was just bothering me. So I installed some stepping stones. I've got a video on it. You can see my fabulous, I'm wearing platform shoes. So I walk down the garden because I have a death wish. Here, this is my outdoor seedling space because obviously it gets a little too hot in the greenhouse when the sun shines, when it bothers to. I've also got beautiful pink hydrangea here. This was a present from my boyfriend. I've always loved hydrangeas. So on my outdoor seedling section, I've got purple sprouting broccoli, I've got leeks, I've got nasturtiums have just popped up, I've got a sage cutting there, I've got onions, I've got more purple sprouting broccoli, I've got calendula. Over here, I've got a lily of the valley, and I've got my little apple trees that I grew from seed last year. My poor mulberry is still in this pot. I need to get around to finding a permanent site for that so I can have a mulberry bush. The alliums have returned. The age of the tulip is over. The age of the allium is now, look at that, so beautiful. And in we go. Okay, this looks pretty busy because I am preparing for a plant sale. The plant sale is this weekend. Organising stuff just makes me break out in stress rashes and acne, and I don't like doing it, but sometimes it's the only way to get things done. So, big success here in the greenhouse, making use of this space under the bench for growing salad. I have so much salad here. I've got chard coming through. I've got like frilly endive. Wash your salad before eating it, kids. This is just for demo purposes. This one's very nice. Wild type rocket and some mustard coming through there. Up here on the bench. So, funny story, these are all cucumbers because I collected cucumber seeds from my own cucumbers last year. But I thought they weren't viable because they looked like they'd pipped. They looked like they had started sprouting. So I just took the piece of kitchen paper that had them all on and planted it. And now I have a tray of like 80 cucumbers. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with these. Back here, we have pumpkins. They are happening. These need to get in the ground. I just need to sort some stuff out. And lupins. This one, I can't remember what it is. I think it might be larkspur. It's quite beautiful. Calendula. Delphinium, I hope. Maybe not delphinium. Maybe just some random plant. Sunflowers, those are going to go to the sale. More sunflowers haven't popped up yet. Chilies haven't popped up. That sunflower, I've only got one for some reason. My French beans are coming along. I do worry about French beans because of rotting and other problems. The fucking ants are back. I'm having issues with ants. Real issues with ants in my greenhouse. And I don't want to kill them because, like, you know, it's their house too. Banana sun courgettes. So these are yellow courgettes. More nasturtiums here. These are nasturtiums from seeds that I saved myself. I'm trying to save more of my own seed for lots of reasons. Swiss chard, rainbow chard, going to be absolutely beautiful. And hopefully this is going to be some more artichokes, but they can be a bit finicky to germinate. Then down here we have our calendula. I need to tidy up again. Look, it just becomes a mess so quickly. Where's that bird? Very noisy bird. I don't know if my mic's picking up. I've got a new mic. It's a directional microphone and it's got a wind blocker. So hopefully my audio will now improve on my videos, which is great. And then, yeah, my lotus bucket now with protective covering to keep mosquitoes out or in. Oh, I can just see it. Look, there's a hoverfly coming for the calendula. Yay, beneficial insects. You can see all of the mosquitoes that have hatched out in it are now trapped under the mesh, so they're not going to come out and eat me. That there is a lotus leaf that is coming and floating on the water. And I have another one here, but I can't really see it on camera. I've got a pea over there. My fig is here. That is going outside soon because the danger of frost has passed. The mango tree is there. I've got spider plants. Here are some more flowers that I grew from seed. So these cosmos, I actually pinched them out. So I plucked off the first flower that came and they've really filled out a lot more than the other ones. So maybe that is the secret. Although that one is tiny. I don't know what that one's deal is. These are dahlias or dahlias. This is a dwarf variety that makes yellow and orange and maybe even red flowers. I have heard that dahlia tubers are edible. So I want to give them a go as part of my new and interesting perennial vegetable challenges this year. So back outside, we have this lovely shrub. Love this shrub. You're doing great, sweetie. These tulips, I'm not so happy with. I don't like the colour combo. They look, it's like a kid's drawing of flowers. Like there's yellow, red, purple, pink, like pick a lane. But hey ho, that's what you get for planting mixed bulbs. Onto the quad. Okay, so last year I had mint that was growing down here and I thought it had died, but no, it has moved next door. It's gone, ooh, there's all this lush, delicious soil next door. So I'm just going to move next door. So I'm going to keep harvesting that. I've dug some up to replant. What else have we got in here? You can see carrot seedlings. This is a poppy. There's a lot of poppy seedlings in here with the carrots. Some opium with your carrots, madam. More carrots over there, more poppies as well, and more lettuce that's self-seeded from last year. The garlic's doing pretty well. It's coming on nicely. I'm happy with that. We got some good thick stems going on some of them. Over here, we have one remaining parsnip that I've kept on because I want it to flower. I want to collect those seeds. We're all about the seed saving. And then down here, the radish lines are doing great. The carrot seedlings, I'm so excited. I'm very bad at growing carrots. I've struggled to grow carrots every time I've tried to grow them. So carrots and radishes coming along. I do need to do a little bit of hand weeding in here. Always, every fucking bed in my garden always needs daily hand weeding. Over here, greyhound cabbages. And look, a Lolo Rosso lettuce. I forgot the word then. I was so dazzled by cabbage, I forgot the word for lettuce. So netting this has really helped reduce bird damage. These are coming along very nicely. I'm happy with this. In this one, I got my sweet peas ready to climb this thing. They're coming on. They are getting there. It's been very dry lately. So I think things have struggled a little bit with that. One thing that hasn't struggled is my main crop peas. This one and this one ready to make the pea arch. I'm really looking forward to that. Up here, a lot of the flowers, they're a little past their best now. My daffs and my tulips and whatever. The wood anemones are starting to fade too, so we have other things coming through. The artichoke is hanging on. That's a cosmos that I grew from seed. I've got marguerite over there. There's a marguerite there that's about to burst into bloom. The bad thing in this area is that first of all, my apple grafts don't seem to have worked at all. I'm very disappointed with this. So I think electrical tape is grafting tape. No. This cherry graft failed. And this cherry graft, I think, has also failed. You can learn about that in my grafting update video. I can't be bothered talking about it now. Down here, got a little calendula. It's hopefully going to make a big patch of calendula there. I installed a huge natural wood trellis for things to grow up. And in here, oh my God, the slugs are back. Slugs have been getting on my this was a purple sprouting broccoli. But I have red kale here and there, midnight sun, beautiful variety. I've got, among the couch grass and the bindweed, I've got peas, they're going to climb up this trellis. I'm going to try cucumbers outside here as well. What else? New things, a leek patch. This is a patch of leeks. They're not doing very well. It's been so dry. I've been trying to keep them moisturized. It's not going great, but it's okay. On this side, something that has been going great, broad beans. So I planted these direct. I sowed these direct. I don't do a lot of direct sowing because of our slug issues and because mice and rats and whatever eat them. These have done really well. They've come on fantastically. So that's a win. Again, the weeds are just starting to take over. It's Weed City. Weed City, USA. I'll tell you something that has not done well here. I planted cabbages. They have basically stayed exactly the same size as they were before. And I'm pretty sure the reason for that is that this soil is acidic because I used immature compost. As always, don't have enough compost to match my needs. So was using compost that hadn't quite fully rotted down and rested, which can be very acidic. And brassicas do not like acidic soil. I mean, the beans are doing great though, so go beans. Rhubarb has not done very well this spring. We've only really had one harvest of it. I think it's just been too dry. Success story. My 3 little cherry grafts. So I did 5. 3 of them worked really well. I mean, look at that. It even got mini cherry blossoms on one. I'm thinking about trying to bonsai this. I've not decided yet. I'm going to give it a go. I got strawberries now in that pot. So we have an area here on the left that is a total shit show. So it still looks very messy, but this before was just a huge heap of stuff and we started shredding it. This pile here is logs for sawing. This is for making trellises down the end. I've been splitting logs And over here, I made a sawhorse from a big pallet that we had down the end, so I can safely saw those logs. I've started a firewood stack there. It's coming along, it's happening. I'm not sure what is going to happen to this part of the garden. It's shady and hard to deal with, but we're going to work something out. Now, down here, forget-me-nots. We had so many of these in the garden when I was a kid in this area, and they seem to have all died back, but I'm so happy to see a survivor. Bluebells looking breathtaking. Please ignore the bindweed that's starting to jump up out of them. And across to the pond, we've got, it's so hard to see because of the reflections, but there is, the water soldier is there. It has survived. Sagittaria latifolia, Japanese rush, and great spearwort, and my lovely gnome. It's coming along. I see stuff moving around in here. There are mosquito babies and things, but there are other things. Potatoes! I did a video on these. No dig potatoes. 3 different varieties, all grown in chicken muck. Speaking of chickens, the bird flu mandate lifted. So my girls can now be outside. Hello Gimpy, hello Icarus, hello Willow, Nam Nam, Nanami. She is ignoring me, but you can see her there she is. Hi baby, hi Nam Nam. She's grown such a bosom in the time she's been on lockdown. And then this area, I'm just getting it ready for planting. It's coming along, it's happening. I've been putting down cardboard, thick cardboard and wood chip at the back, just along the fence. I'm gonna do trellises leaning against the back fence. I'm trying to stay on top of the weeds, and it's just a nightmare. But look at this. Baby gooseberries, and look at this. Apple blossom. Which variety is this? I need to make new labels for these. This is Annie Elizabeth. This one is not blooming. Doesn't look like she has blooms on her, but that's okay. This is Pitmason pineapple. Don't know what it's doing. It's the tallest one, so it's obviously happy in some respects. Let me get off these beds. Happy. Also happy, my raspberries. They are coming along. Yes. Raspberry flowers, very beautiful. Ash tree, I cut it down. There was a big ash tree going up there. It's gone now. That's where my fig's gonna be. I just need to cut down the other half of the stump when I'm not being lazy. Onion patch, more apple blossom there, in stark contrast against the fence. Onion patch, there's some garlic in there too. Onion patch, I don't know if I'm going to keep this onion patch, but it's doing its thing. Total clusterfuck of kale flowers, just kale flowers everywhere. And daffs, docks. I think this year I want to experiment with trying to do some basket weaving from dock stems, because I have so many docks. And it would be interesting to try. Back here in the meadow, everything's coming along, you know. I'm trying to stay on top of things with the weeds. I mean, what do you define as a weed in a meadow? A bramble, that's what. So the final part of the tour, the how am I part of the tour. This video is so long already because so much happened in April. But I'm good. I'm fucking tired because I was at work till midnight last night. And I have handed in my notice. I did a trial shift at a Japanese restaurant and it just felt so natural. Like I just went into the role, just slipped into it. It reminded me of being back in Japan. And yeah, I'm going to be changing jobs. Things are changing. It's the latter part of spring. Things are changing. The garden is coming on great. I think there's good times ahead, and hopefully my plant sale this weekend is going to go well. But we'll see about that. Anyway, this has been Lay of the Land. Thank you for watching. If this is your first Lay of the Land video and you want to see how my garden's evolved, there's a whole playlist of them. Go back, look. The place has changed so much just in the 1.5 years that I have been back home, and it's been my pleasure to share it all with you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.